Hey, how you doing? It's Erick from AHA Americans Helping Americans and AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, coming to you live in here, beautiful Southern California. Got a special guest today, Mr. Victor out in Northern California, um, streaming live throughout the United States and the world. 5 days to a deal challenge. This is something awesome we're going to put together. It's absolutely free. So if you watch this video, stick around, watch the whole thing. Going to drop some awesome, juicy nuggets today. I'm going to share a couple of screenshots with you in regards to how to break down deals, how to get your ARV, what's the structure of the 5 days to a deal challenge. I'll be your host today. Mr. Victor from Northern California is a special guest today. He's going to join us, and he'll be helping out with the 5 days to a deal challenge as well. Mr. Victor, how you doing? Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Yes, this is Victor from AHA, Americans Helping Americans. I'm the head of the NorCal office up here in beautiful, sunny Northern California. Right now, it's not too sunny. I mean, obviously, today we had like some good rainfall, on the way over to the office.
Oh, wow.
There was some rain, it's nice to let us know that it's now it's fall season coming. So, the beautiful leaves falling on the ground and the hot chocolate weather and all the holidays and stuff is coming up, man. So, it's exciting. People are ready, it's from everybody being outside all summer long to now it's time to be all cuddled up warm in the house with the family.
Yeah, fall's up. One of my family's favorite, man. Love Halloween. Halloween is like an awesome month. And also next month, obviously, we got October coming up, November, Thanksgiving. But it's a great time to be in real estate as well. But we're going to chit chat. So thank you. Thanks for jumping on here, man. It looks nice down there, obviously. Yeah. Nice and clean and beautiful. You're looking sharp, brother. Yeah, for sure, man. Family doing good?
Yeah, family's doing real good.
Awesome, good.
My little man, starting to walk and stuff now.
My
daughters are getting older,
Right.
So, it's exciting. Everything's exciting. Being able to spend time with them and stuff. And
good.
The way that happens is by real estate, doing this and stuff. I do this full time, but it doesn't feel like it, if that makes sense,
Right. No, I hear you. Yeah, so today we're going to get into a little bit of the 5 days to a deal challenge, right? And it's a challenge. Obviously, we had this here. I'm going to go and pull this up, and I'll refire it back up and do this real quick. Hey, how you doing? It's Erick from AHA Americans Helping Americans. So we'll put a pause on that. But there is the 5 days to a deal challenge. If there's a link, go check it out down below. It's also going to be another link, the AMP Live survey. It's usually everybody who wants to get some information or a simple consultation, talk about real estate, or you're interested after we get done here and you want to be part of the 5 days to a deal challenge. That link will be down below. Go ahead and check that out. Click the information. We'll get you up and running and onboarded and rocking and rolling. At the same token, there'll be an AMP Live survey. In other words, tell us a little bit about yourself after we're done today, and we'll get that information. And then it'll go ahead and get forwarded to myself, Victor, anybody else in regards to the 5 days to a deal challenge. Or if you wanted to take it to another level, do a 30-day challenge, 90 days mentoring with interactive or coaching with interactive mentoring, or the one-on-one mentoring program, which is AMP Live, the American Mentee Program. The only program of its kind where we train and mentor others across the United States of America. And AHA, Americans Helping Americans. All right, it's one America at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part, all of us here to get America back on track. It is our true cause and mission. But, hey, I got some other slides here, too, I want to share with everybody. And you dip in when you need to, Victor. Okay, yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about the 5 days to a deal challenge. All it is kind of like a condensed version of the 30-day challenge, which is like a 30-day boot camp. But as you know, the first 30 days is what gets you up and running, builds that foundation. Right, we're able to break down deals like today. It's Monday Mindset. What do we call it?
Money Mindset Mondays.
Awesome. How did it go again?
Money Mindset Mondays.
Awesome, beautiful, right? And as you see, man, I got a stack of books here. Obviously, you got this one here. What to say? Because mindset is super important. I'm going to go through some of these books and share them with you. There it is, brother. Awesome. Good for you, man. That's one of my favorite books, right? I actually renamed a thing called The 17 Principles of Success. Then when I look at the cover, it's like, okay, it's the keys, right? 17 Principles of Personal Achievement, right? But it works, man. I always use it as a business guide, a business Bible, because it helps. Today is Money Mindset Monday, simply because you got to have that mindset, right? Got to have the mindset, and it's a lot of people bypass that. We're talking about that earlier today in regards to thoughts, right? Thoughts are things, and sometimes it's super hard, right? Because you can think yourself out of something. You can come up with so many scenarios that you're thinking and going, "Oh my God, this is gonna be harder than I thought," or the numbers are not happening. But it's amazing when you start putting stuff together, and then still being able to eliminate that fear and going forward, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's a different philosophy in regards to going after your dreams, your success, your whys, and why you need to wake up in the morning and follow through. Obviously, Victor's doing this full time, so I'm going to go ahead and change the screen here because we got 5 days to a deal challenge. I'm going to put up my meat right here real quick. We got Amplify the Art of the Deal, but 5 days to a deal challenge is based in 5 days. It's going to be free, absolutely free. 5 days. Today's like Monday, so we'll do this next Monday, and we'll go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday we'll see, and Sunday if we're available, we'll see what happens. But Monday will be Money Mindset Monday, right? If I got that right, tongue twister, long day, man, long week, long month. But it's all about mindset. And then Tuesday, we'll get into breaking down deals, right? Doing some due diligence. We talked about that as well, and how important doing due diligence is, right? In regards to making or breaking to see if a deal is a deal or not. And then Wednesday, we'll do some live role play, right? Good seller, bad seller. We'll share some of the art of the deal with everybody. We'll put it and package it up. And, if you're available, awesome. If not, recording-wise, I don't know how that's going to play. We'll figure that out. And then Thursday, we'll go with surfing for deals, talk a little bit about data, and talk about where you can go out and actually find these properties and bring them to the table. Using some templates and things in the nature that we've created and used over the years. Then on Friday, we'll touch base and say, hey, how many deals do we got? How many leads? How many sellers? Are we going on any appointments? Going to write up any offers? And on Saturday and Sunday, it'll be kind of a bonus day. So Victor's actually going to capture something, and we actually end up going out. Or even on this side in Southern California, we go to a property. We'll record it. It won't be live. It may be live in the entry point, and then after. And we'll do some recording in between there and then share it with anybody who's registered. So you have to register. Click the link down below. If you are registered, then you will qualify to run through the 5 days to a deal challenge. Absolutely free for now. And unless something happens, we decide to change it and start charging, but it's free. So you can't beat free. At the same token, it's my time, your time, everybody, our staff, Victor, and everybody out in Northern California, is going to take the time to do this. I probably figured, well, why we want to do this, right? Is it about business? Of course it is, right? Is it about selling program? Of course it is. Is it about helping our fellow Americans across the United States of America? Of course it is. It's the cause and the mission. Everybody's why is different. Everybody and what they do is different. But if you got any questions, Victor, or anything that I may have missed, I'll go ahead and kind of go through these little slides here and talk about the first day, which is first day of mindset, right? And as far as like for you, what do you do, man? Or what have you been kind of redoing? Because I know we all have false starts and we get started at false starts, but after we do it long enough, it becomes a habit, right? So no matter what, we're always doing some type of reading, maybe some meditation, a little exercise, affirmations, visualization, right? Maybe on our phone or a vision board, right? Or it could be reading. Well, I heard of, was that one? Scribing. So what the hell is scribing, right? Just writing down your notes. I got one of those. My daughter got me an awesome, cool little thing here. This is where my thoughts go and my scribing goes and my goals. And sometimes I take them from here. Then I'll put them into my actual goals and try to work them in there, right?
Yeah.
And then I do have my morning ritual, right? Yes, I printed it up, but I printed it up just so I can show it with others, right? So the morning ritual is there of mine. Everybody's morning ritual is going to be a little bit different, right? Can you mind sharing a little bit of yours, Victor?
Yeah. I mean, my morning ritual usually consists of when I wake up. First thing that I wake up to and I look at is my vision board. It's kind of like right on the side of my bed on the wall.
Cool.
I look at it. I focus on it, and it just starts getting me going to say my personal affirmations for myself.
Yeah.
And then I usually go start getting something to drink, maybe some water or some juice or something like that. Then do a little bit of meditation, hop in the shower. Again, when I get out the shower, I'll read a book for a while and stuff like that. And then that's usually getting me started for the day.
Okay.
That's usually my morning time and stuff. And then after
Cool.
that, usually I get everything done after that, especially the most important stuff. I try to get it done um, earlier in the day. So
Awesome.
I could, save
What you
more
got on
energy.
your vision board, man? Like cars, houses,
Yeah. Oh man,
land.
I got a couple of different things on there. I have a couple cars. Apartment
Very
complexes, buildings, mansions.
okay.
Big stacks of money, private jets, pictures of me and the kids enjoying it
Cool.
all and stuff like that. Kind of, yeah, stuff like that.
Awesome. Yeah, good, good. Yeah, it's the same thing, man. I'm on the same page with you. I got my little vision board. It's either on the wall, also got it on the phone. Kind of
Yeah.
look through it. Wake up in the morning, hydrate, um, visualization, affirmations, going through the goals, scribing. Like I mentioned, right? I write my most intimate thoughts right in this little book here that my
Yeah.
daughter got me. And then this is an awesome book. If you ever see it, grab it. And then there was also another juicy one, Meditations. I think I got that from a mentee in California. This one I got from somewhat of kind of a mentor. He's been in the business for a long, long time, real estate agent, broker, president of one of the brokerages out here. And of course, this one, the lovely one, right? My favorite, one of my favorites. It's like based on everything out there. And I got a few other ones that I was sharing with Victor earlier. Going to tap into them and read them and study them, but everything is based off of Napoleon Hill as far as I'm concerned, right? So if you see this video, anybody's out there, if it's live or you see it like live in Memorex, right, or whatever on YouTube, I believe we're streaming live on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. I'm not sure because I knew we had some weird shit go on there and a couple other platforms. We'll be going on every platform that we possibly get. Truth Social, Getter. I believe there's a few other ones that are kind of like different, but our goal is just to get the message out there, right? And that's to
Right.
help our fellow Americans, to get out of the job and move to the Maverick, move the side of the Maverick, right? We're forging forward. We're looking for a bunch of people to come behind us and rock and roll with us, build that army. And if they want to branch off into different pieces of a tree, go for it. But we're here to build long-term relationships. We're cruising into a new cycle. So, we're going to finish this up. Fall's coming, which is an awesome, awesome time. But at the same token, you got fall and you got December. And if you've been kind of like, kicking the tires or having a hard time or you're rocking and rolling, awesome. Maybe some things, there's always something. There's some people I ask, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's going great. There's always, even with us and everybody, there's always a little something that could be better that can
Yeah.
get you over the top and help you. So unless you share that with us, we don't know. We don't have all the answers. We don't know the answers, but we are awesome and experts at creative real estate investing. We believe in processes and systems. There is a method to the madness. In this 5 days to a deal challenge, I will tell you, if you do the 5 days to a deal challenge, it'll probably save you maybe anywhere from 3 to 6 months of spinning your wheels. We do have a coaching with interactive mentoring program that's about 90 days. That'll save you about maybe 6 months to 12 months of spinning your wheels, as well as the what do we got? One-on-one mentoring. Let me know if anything clicks off. We good?
Yeah, I'm
Little,
good.
little pause here. Seeing some notes come up. All right, cool. I'm gonna put this back real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and Joe, we're already 15 minutes in as well. All right, so let's go. Oh, and all the shit kicked off too. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Let me pull it back up. I want to go ahead and share the first day, right? First day's mindset. And then we're going to do number 2, which is how to break down deals, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know how important this is, right? Can you still hear me,
Yeah.
Victor? You good?
Yeah, I'm here.
Gotcha. You want to share the importance of due diligence with us? Put you on the spot?
Yeah, I mean, due diligence is one of the most important things. You it it's like the core of everything. Because I mean, if you don't do the right research and due diligence on any type of property or deal and stuff that you're trying to structure or make happen, you're not gonna know what to do. So I mean, sometimes when people do due diligence, they kind of half-ass it. I'll be honest. In the beginning, I started half-assing it too until I started realizing I have to dig deeper and go in there and really, really search and find out information about the property, know the ins and outs about it and everything like that, and be able to structure the deal right and make an offer that will make sense, that won't be too high or too low, but will be good enough, that'll be good to make all parties, happy and warm and fuzzy at the end of the day and be okay with it. So, I mean, it matters a lot. Not
It really
knowing
does, right?
Yeah, not knowing what oops, sorry about that. Not knowing what the repairs are truly on a property and stuff like that can mess up a lot of things, because you could think, oh, it's 20,000, 30,000, but really, what if you don't know and stuff and you don't research and see how much things really are? It could be $60,000, $70,000. Now that could go from, oh, it sounds like a deal, to no, it's not a deal, and prevents you from spinning your wheels. If you get it done and know how to do due diligence the right way from the beginning, you're not going to be having to try all these different ways to figure things out and stuff like that, unless you kind of need to kind of double check or triple check. But you need to be able to research and find out the things you need to find out to make a proper decision on what you're trying to do with that property or deal.
Right. And I've seen a lot of like, people come and saying, hey, they'll send us a deal. It's where you get a lot of those copy and pasters selling other people's deals or trying to JV, and they don't truly know the numbers unless they break down those numbers. Or they send us stuff and we look at it and go, well, there's not a deal here. Where's the deal at, right? Not every property is $20,000, right? We see a lot of that. Oh, 20,000, 20,000. Or we talk to people that are going to come aboard. Maybe they need some help. They got beat up along the way, right? Maybe you spent $1,000, $900. I think seen some $8,000, 10,000, 27,000, $85,000 bus tours. Right. I think the highest one I seen was $150,000 for a one-day seminar on learning how to do real estate investing. Right. And some of these people, they come to the table and will ask, well, okay, what's going on? You understand how to get your ARV? Yeah, cool. All right, here's the deal. You got any deals on the table? We'll take a look at them. We'll go, well, that's why it didn't sell, because of we do go through the due diligence, right? And it's either the repairs weren't there or they couldn't figure out the ARV. I think we spoke with one that said, no, I haven't learned the numbers yet. They just said find a property and then send it over. I said, how much are you supposed to get paid off of something like that? I don't know. All right. Okay, what's the after repair value? I'm not sure. Well, okay, what about the repairs? Well, I think they need a lot of repairs. It's pretty jacked up pad, right? And we're going, okay, well, it doesn't make sense, right? And what are you going to offer? I'm not sure. They just said send it over. They'll take a look at it, and if it looks good, then they'll help you with it, right? So it's almost like the cart before the horse, right? You got to learn. You got to build that foundation, and these are pretty simple things, right? One is mindset. Number one, you got to have that mindset, right? So you got to read, and study, because if you don't believe it, nobody else is going to believe it, right? And then number two, due diligence. That'll be day 2 of the 5 days to a deal challenge, right? Due diligence. Do your due diligence to figure out what a deal is, and if it is a deal or not a deal, and getting your ARV right after repair value. Figure out your repairs, and then do your comps, a comparable market analysis, right? We always say, hey, our goal is, if you come aboard, is to get you as good as an appraiser or agent or broker in regards to doing comparable market analysis. Now, it's not rocket science. There's a lot of people think, well, how many different ways can I figure out how to get property? Well, like an appraiser, for one. That's why you got to be licensed to be an appraiser. And you also have to have go through a program, almost like an apprenticeship type program. So that means someone who's doing appraisals has to take you under their wing and work with you for a little bit to get your hours before you can even go apply and take a test and become an appraiser, right? And then the other way is, well, become a broker or an agent or a broker, right? Go get your license. You're going to go through a agency, and a broker's going to employ you as an agent. And then you're going to figure out how to do a comparable market analysis, because you have to learn how to do a comparable market analysis to what? List a property, right? So there's only really 2 ways. What other way is there, right? We kind of keep it simple as well. But we're using those elements as an appraiser, as also a comparable market analysis from an agent or broker. I've talked to a few mentees and they're like, okay, I'm just trying to figure out different ways to figure out how to get my ARV. Well, there's not many ways to do that, right? You can do it free. You can use systems. You can use software. But your goal is to get as close as an appraiser or as close as an agent or a broker to come up with your comparable market analysis so you can figure out, well, is this a deal? It's super important, right? Because if you wouldn't buy it, then what makes you think an investor is going to buy it, right? And if you don't know your numbers inside and out, how are you going to sell that to an investor, right? So you got to know your numbers. And it doesn't have to be hard. There's like a sheet here, right? Everybody comes aboard. We'll share this with you when you do the 5 days to a deal challenge, how to get your ARV based off of the address, based off of other properties that have sold in the area, right? Get about 3 or 4, compare apples to apples. Yes, you can average stuff out, but the average doesn't really break it down as far as you need to. You can average things out, but it's like the stock market, right? That's playing the stock market. You're speculating. You don't want to speculate in real estate. I think we talked about that earlier today, right, Victor, in regards to, hey, if we're going to speculate, let's make sure that we're what was it in regards to investing, right? Want to make calculated decisions, right?
Calculated decisions. Yeah, yes. Not just, you want to take calculated risks.
Exactly. Calculated risk, because real estate is obviously risky, right?
Yeah.
But it's one of the lowest risk in regards to investing. So therefore, why not make these calculated risks by doing what? Our due diligence. Do our due diligence. After you understand, you figure out what a deal is and what a deal looks like, right? Then we move to day 3, or what would be called role play, right? Now, how important is role playing?
That's really important too. Role play is a good way to learn and stuff, how to talk to sellers, buyers, agents, anybody, other investors. Because, you have to role play and get good at what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. You have to have confidence. You have to be confident. You can't just be like, hello, my name is from AHA. You have to be like, hello, how's it going? My name is Victor from AHA. Do you have a little bit of time today so I can speak to you about your property? You have to be excited. You have to have confidence. And the only way to really build that is by sometimes practicing and role playing with others and so like that. And as you keep getting better and better, then you do the same. You do that with the sellers, and you start feeling confident enough. Then it's easy. It's automatic.
It eliminates some of the fear before you get started. Instead of like, hey, here's some videos to watch. Here's a PDF. Even though we'll supply you with that, but first, to help you get set up, right? And basically, then we get into it, right? We actually go live with each other, and we're saying, okay, you're going to be the buyer, I'm going to be the seller.
Yeah.
Right. And then then we go through it. And if you're trying to get that information from us, because obviously everybody comes aboard, not the 5 days to a deal challenge, but we'll share some of that stuff with you. It's usually on the one-on-one mentoring or one of the other programs where we do what? We build that lead gen page up for you, right?
Yeah.
And that's your money maker. So you only need one. You don't need a big old fancy smancy website just yet. Now, if you're ready for that, cool, we'll talk. But if you're just, the main thing is hyper focus. But the role play is super important because, one, we're sharing the art of the deal with you, right? Without having you go read a 100-page book or 100-page PDF manual going, here's what the art of the deal is. Here's what sales is, right? Here's sales 101. Here's what a tie down is. Here's what the opening of a call, the middle of the call, the closing of the call, right? All those things are done with us live one-on-one, or if you join one of the programs, there's going to be some videos, some PDFs, but our goal is to bring in that interactive mentoring or coaching, right? So we can go through it live, right? So then we'll switch it up. After you're done, then I will be the seller, or one of us be the seller, right? We switch it. And then, maybe you're the seller and I'm the buyer. Then I got to go what? I got to ask you all these questions after we run through it, right? Like you said, open up the call. Hey, how you doing? This is Erick from AHA, Americans Helping Americans. I want to talk to you about your property at 123 Any Property, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, right? You're going to get one or two types of people, right? The ones that are cool, like you said, yes, you got to smile when you talk, Victor, right? You got to be happy. Because if you don't believe it, they're not going to believe it. All that shit comes across. How you doing today? I'm doing okay. Oh, wow, what's up? What's going on? Hi, why are you feeling so down? Are you having a bad day today? There's a lot of things that will come down the wire. If they're okay, maybe they're frustrated because they're talking to a lot of people, right? They're like, oh, what do you want? Yeah, didn't you read the ad? Yeah, the property. Everybody and your mother's calling me about my property, blah, 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 blah. We listen to the specific things and the pain points, and then the other stuff is just whatever, right? And you move forward. And we get that information. We start talking to them. Here's a pro tip. Get them to talk about what they know, right? Get them to talk about the property. Can you tell me a little bit about your property? Sure. What do you need to know? Shit, we can do a little role play right now, brother. So let's go ahead. You want to be the seller or the buyer?
I'll be the seller.
Okay, I'll be the buyer. Ready? I'm going to give you a call. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak with Victor?
Who's this?
This is Erick.
Okay, Erick who?
This is Erick from AHA. I was calling about your property. You got a property for sale, I noticed. We were kind of going back and forth. Remember, we're supposed to chat today. 3 o'clock?
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, it's already 3:05. You're calling me 5 minutes late.
Calling you 5 minutes late?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a property for sale?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
What do you want to know?
Oh, what I want to know is it a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house like advertised?
Yes.
Awesome. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. What's the square footage on it again?
It says on the ad. Did you not see the ad?
Oh, yeah, I see a lot of ads. You probably saw the information right when we were talking, right? I think we talked a little bit about this. I'm a real estate investor, buying properties in your area. Mm-hmm. So I see a lot of different properties. It could have been an ad that was generated by you or one of our systems or one of our marketers. At the end of the day, I'm calling you to talk about your property because you got a property to sell, right?
Correct.
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit more about the property? What's the square footage? I don't have it in front of me, by the way.
2,000 square feet.
Awesome. 2,000 square foot. And when was it built?
Don't know exactly. Don't quote me on this, but I think about 1992.
1992?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So as far as like the kitchens and bathrooms, and as the kitchen, you've owned it since 92. Have you done any renovations? Have you upgraded the kitchen at all?
Yes, I have.
Awesome. When was the last time you updated the kitchen, Victor?
About 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Cool. So does it have like quartz or a granite, or is it like the little square 1980s tile tabs?
Granite.
Granite? Awesome. What's the condition of the cabinets?
They're nice. They're fine. I mean, awesome. We haven't replaced them or anything. We just, cleaned them up a little bit and slapped a new layer of paint on them.
Okay. Is there any can lighting or recessed lighting in the kitchen?
No.
No? Okay. What about the floors? Is it carpet? Well, obviously not carpet, but you'd be surprised. I've seen some carpet inside kitchens before, right? What do you have? What kind of flooring do you have in the kitchen?
Tile.
Tile? Awesome. What about throughout the whole house? Is it all tile, carpet, linoleum?
Mainly all hardwood floors throughout the whole house.
Okay, hardwood floors. Is that like the actual hardwood floors, or is it like that pergo flooring, the slate stuff?
No, it's hardwood.
Awesome. How are the restrooms? When's the last time the restrooms were updated?
Haven't updated
you
them.
Haven't updated them in was it 10 years?
Yeah, I haven't updated them at all.
At all?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And you got hardwood floors throughout the whole house, right?
Yeah, besides the bathrooms, I have linoleum flooring in there.
Okay, cool. So is there any issues with like electrical, plumbing, roof?
No.
Any structural issues?
No.
How's the backyard and front yard? Any unique features of the property like a pool, fireplace, office?
No. All that stuff that you're asking is all in the ad. But just to answer your question, no.
Yeah. 1992? Well, it's built in 1992, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So there's no patio in the backyard or anything?
No, there's room for you to build one if you'd like, if you want to buy it.
Gotcha. How big is the lot?
I think it's about, if I remember correctly, about 10,000 square feet, something like that.
Awesome. So that's
Pretty
okay.
big
So that's more
size.
than enough to build a pool, right? And a
Yes,
patio and a barbecue and room for an RV.
maybe, yeah. If that's what you want to do, are you gonna buy it?
Awesome. So why are you selling such a nice house, Victor?
'Cause I just want to be done with it. I used to have tenants in place, and they kind of came and tore up the pad and stuff. So we got them out of there, and then me and my family kind of came back, stayed at that property for a few years, and fixed it up and cleaned it up just a little bit. Just
Okay.
minor stuff like some paint and everything, which we've done in the last few years, and nothing major since like 10 years ago, like I told you. But yeah, since then we've had tenants in place, and up until recently, they kind of went in there and messed it up. I just don't want nothing to do with it no more, man. They took forever sometimes to pay rent on time. There was forever issues and stuff. When I obviously then they left and stuff, the house was looking pretty thrashed. It was nasty, so. I just don't want to have anything to do with this no more. Want to move
Yeah.
on.
Gotcha. No, I hear you. What were you charging? What's area rent? Right. What were you getting for rent?
I was getting 31.50.
Okay. Is that area rent or was that lower? Is that below rent
That's a
area?
little below rent in this area.
What do you think we can get if we buy this thing and clean it all up and put it back on the market?
Um, I'd say probably like 850, 900,000.
850, 900.
Yeah.
Oh, 800 to 850 to 900,000 if we actually got it up to retail and resold it, right? Is that what you're
Right.
saying? Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Now, if you were to try to get it ready for market rent and stuff like that, I
yeah.
mean, probably take you maybe 10,000.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a little less and stuff.
And what type of rent can we get, you think?
You'd be able to get probably more like 34, 35.
Okay. Is there anything is there anything around the property? Like, would it be good for Airbnb or just a straight rental?
Um, I mean, there's a community pool in the area and stuff like that. I don't know if it would be a good fit for Airbnb. There is an
Hmm.
HOA. You know how
Okay.
those are.
Right.
I've never looked into it being Airbnb, but I know we do have a community pool. It's a very nice, quiet community.
Okay, cool. So as far as anything else, so obviously you just wanted to sell the property, tired of being a landlord and things of that nature, right? So I'm going to assume, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you: do you need to sell your house fast? Yes or no, Victor?
No, not really. I mean, it's fully paid off. You know,
Okay, so it's free and clear.
yeah, it's free and clear. It's free and clear.
Awesome. Okay, so if it's free and clear, is there any other liens or any type of like back taxes or anything on there we should know about?
No, not that I know of.
No HELOCs or anything like that?
No,
No?
no.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'll go ahead and press pause from right there, right? Since you said it was free and clear, right? So all that is an opportunity for seller financing, but he's tired and pissed off, and he's probably, said, I'm tired with this bullshit. He's probably not going to want a seller finance, but you can never judge a seller. So all you can do is ask those questions. Now, the rest of the art of the deal or stuff, now, if he said there was an actual lien, right? He said, yeah, then I'm going to get into it, right? And I'm going to ask you, sure, what's on the first, Victor? And one or two things are going to happen. You're either going to tell me because I built a relationship with you and you feel comfortable, or you're going to ask me, hey, where are you from? What company are you from? Blah, blah, blah. That means you just didn't what? Establish credibility with the current seller or your potential client, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at the end of the day, they're going to say, you know what? There's no reason. I don't got to tell you anything like that. You don't need to know. They're old school, right? Think they're selling you a car, or they don't want to tell you sticker price, or they forget that it's public information in the state of California, and they just don't want to tell you. Well, you don't need to know that. It's going to get paid off anyways, right? But we have rebuttals for that, meaning we'll go ahead and we'll go through it to get them to break down that wall that they usually will give out. And like I mentioned, 97% of those people will tell you everything from birth until now if you do it right. The 1 to 3%, right? They're going to be kind of like you, being a little bit gruff, right? Hey, you don't need to know that. It's all right. I don't, it's none of your business, right? Didn't you read the ad? Look, you want to buy my house or not? What's your offer? What's your offer? What's your offer? And then we'll come in and go, hey, I definitely get it. We're very transparent in what we do. We only work with transparent people, right? We don't work with dishonest people. Everything comes out in the wash at the end of the day. Nobody knows their home better than you. Once again, Victor, what's on the first?
Then if we're role playing that way, I could be like, okay, Eric, 150.
Okay. So then, and then there's a key point for you. So you basically would tell me on the first shot. If you didn't tell me, I'd give you a second chance. And then if you still didn't tell me, I'd give you a third chance. And if you notice, I stayed silent. After I ask you what's on the first, Victor, here's a pro tip. Stay totally silent and don't say a word. Even if you feel like you want to. Make it weird. Go make a sandwich. Do your freaking nails or whatever, right? I don't care. Draw. Scribble. Put them on mute and crank up your tunes and rock out or whatever gets your goat until you hear them respond back and say, like you just did, 150. All right, awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you. Then we're going to even dig deeper, right? After we go with 150. Okay, who's the bank? Chase, tell me, right? Who's the bank, brother?
Well, I don't feel comfortable telling you that.
Well, you told me it's okay. It's public information, like I mentioned before, right? We're going to go ahead and pull it up. We'll know what bank it is. We'll know the interest rate. We'll know how much you owe on it at the end of the day, because obviously we've been doing this 18, 20 years. It's what we do for a living, 7 days a week. But since I have you on the phone today, right, it's easier just to get it from you because you know your property better than anybody else. I can take the time. But then we move into some type of rebuttal, right? Which is the transparency. We don't work with dishonest. We're not calling them directly to be dishonest, right? But there's things that we roll through, and we get that information. We let them know because a lot of people are going to go, you know what? They'll think about it after we go with total silence. See, that shit's weird, right? When nothing happens. Yeah. They say, no, I'm not going to tell you that. You don't need to know that. Okay. So we go through the rebuttal once, go through rebuttal twice, go through rebuttal. The last one is pretty much it, right? We stay silent, but it's a little bit different. We say, okay, that's great. Maybe we're not a good fit. Hopefully you don't get burned or ripped off by any agents, brokers, real estate investors, or anybody, that's going to, work with you in an unscrupulous manner. You have a good day. Do we hang up? No, we wait.
Right.
Total silence, right? Then they can say, no, it's hey, did you hang up on me, Victor? Hello? Hey, you there? Yeah, I'm here. What's on the first? And if they still say they don't want to tell you, then you can go, doot, and you hang up the phone and move on. It's a red flag. This means they're going to be unscrupulous. They're not going to tell you the truth about certain things at the end of the day. If we get them on the first time, second time, third time, 9 times out of 10, human beings are honest. 97% of the people are going to tell you what you need to know because they want to sell the property. And they're going to have to anyways as we move forward. We got to run title. We got to check for all encumbrances, whether it's foreclosure, not in foreclosure, any other liens, encumbrances. It's going to come down the wire. So the way we do it, if we do it now, we don't got to wait till we get to escrow and find out there's a second or a third or some bullshit, right?
Right.
Because when that's happened before. It's happened with a lot of friends, associates, and just people. They go, okay, well, hey, I got a deal for you, Eric. We look at it and go, fuck, that's a short sale. Right. Did you see the second and third loan on that son of a bitch? That's not a deal anymore, right? You got $72,000 on a second, another $35,000 HELOC, and then your first, you add them all up. This house is upside down, brother. What do you mean? Yeah, didn't you pull title? Didn't you do your due diligence? Of course, it's a lot easier now because people got what? PropStream, Batch, all kinds of other platforms to get your data, right?
Right.
But that's how important role play is. Role play is to get them to feel comfortable with you. Because if they're going to do a deal with you, Victor, right, it's because they like you. It's because they feel comfortable. It's because there's a brand or some credibility behind it, which is something that we've, over the years, in the last 12 years, right, when we started doing this mentoring training stuff, is figuring that out. People go, well, you know what? I told me to get a website. I give them the website. Then they ask how many deals I've done. Where am I at? Do I have the money? Do I have proof of funds? They build all this stuff out, but they haven't done any deals. And then they get sideswiped. And they go, shit. All right. They catch them off guard. God forbid you tell them you're brand new. You don't want to do that, right?
No.
You also want to you want to be truthful. Hey, this is what I got. Yeah, here's my business. That's why everybody who comes aboard in the beginning piggybacks off of AHA, Americans Help Americans, or your brand. That's okay. But our stories are your stories, right? That's what the role play is for, is to get them to break down that, hey, we're human beings too. We're not here to sell you anything. We want to buy your property. We don't even want to list it, but we have those resources for you. And all those other resources, our resources are the mentees. They also go to what? You, the seller, right? And we'll continue to talk. And you go, okay, great. Maybe you told me $150,000. Okay, great. Appreciate it. You know, you say, okay, what's the lender on it? Who is it? Chase, Bank? You say the words for them, right? Now we're getting into what's going to happen in Transpire when we're doing this 5 days to a deal challenge. We're going to jump on it for an hour at a time every day. So role play. We're going through. We're going to get a full submission. We're going to get everything from birth until now on the seller, right? And then we're going to submit that information. It's going to get submitted. And then we're going to do what? Pull title. We're going to go to wherever you need to, whether it's PropStream or anywhere where you can get that data to see what's on the first, what's on the second, making sure that the seller is telling us what they say they're telling us, because sellers will forget. Or maybe their husband and wives didn't say, oh, man, I didn't know there was a second on there. My husband must have done that, or my wife did that and I wasn't looking, right? Or inherits the property. Go, oh, man, Grandpa, he got a loan for $150,000. Oh, I was wondering how JoJo paid for college, right? Where did JoJo get the money? Because Grandpa went and got a loan and said, don't tell anybody. I'm sending you to college, or I'm going to give you some money to buy your car. And then the rest of the family doesn't know what happened. So then it creates conflict, and inherited property, all kinds of shit can happen, right? That's why it's the beauty of understanding the art of the deal. Is it a longer jam? Cool. What's being taught today? Okay, hey, you got a house. It looks. Here's the concept. Here's what it needs for fixing up and this and that. What's the lowest you take for the property? Well, how much are you willing to give me? Then you just throw out a number. $150,000. Well, that's what okay, that's my offer. And they'll either get insulted, they'll get pissed off, or they'll hang up on your ass, right?
Right.
Plain and simple. Or you'll get lucky if you're going through a bunch of people, maybe 1 out of 500 says, yeah, I'll take it. Awesome. That's where that comes in, right? That's the spaghetti at the wall shit. You won't get any better at negotiating, because when the market starts shifting and changing, and you actually got to do what? Negotiate and learn the art of the deal to actually get a deal, where everybody else is going to get filtered out. 30, 40% of wholesalers are going to go bye-bye. Agents and brokers are going to go bye-bye when the market does this thing and the banks start locking up their money. Happened last cycle before, happens every cycle. So it's super important to understand the art of the deal, creative real estate investing, and you're going to learn some of that. We're going to drop some magic on here on the 5 days to a deal challenge. That's why role play is super, super important, because we're going to share some of the art of the deal with you guys. If you watch this, keep on watching, and this is what will happen, right? You'll be able to get into the front door. We'll be able to do the due diligence, take a look, right? And other people, I'm not going to get into how we do it, but others will just go to an appointment, or they'll go check out the property, then they'll do the due diligence and come back. Others will throw offers on the table, right? How many we got? How many people have we talked to, Victor? And they say, yeah, I got an offer already. And then
almost every single one of them, at least say 75, 80% of them.
Right, and then we ask them what?
All right, well, if it doesn't work out, let us know. But also before that too, though, it would be like, it's always good to have a backup offer, a second option, or let us see what we can do for you as well.
And what's the trend we're seeing? We're seeing a trend where you're going, okay, is that a verbal offer? Or do
a lot of them are verbal.
Verbal, right?
Yeah.
90% of those are verbal offers, right?
Yeah.
That verbal offers mean shit. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can try to argue it in court or whatever, right? But it's a verbal offer. When we're sending offers, hey, we tell them. Remember that thing was one of them, right? Oh, I got an offer at 520, then it took too long, it was 505 or 510 or whatever the hell it was. Say, okay, well, we're willing to come to your property, right, and give you an offer. Or we sent you an offer. Yeah, but the other one was higher. Does it matter? No, it's a fucking verbal offer. Where's the money, right? Did they show you the money? Did they write up the contract? Is it locked up in escrow? Are they moving forward? How come you didn't move forward, right? So that's stuff that's happening. If you want, and it's going to continue to happen. And the way to get the deals is going to be going to visit with those sellers, working with the sellers. If you can't, then the goal is to move forward in one capacity or another and lock it up, send them an offer, get on the phone, follow up, right? But this role play is important to figure out who you're trying to buy from, right? It's a little bit of a longer jam, but it works in the end where you'll be able to get better deals because you're building a relationship with someone. If they like you, if you do this correctly, and you go to the kitchen table and you walk the house and we're knocking out 2 or 3 different stones or two or three different birds with one stone, right? Getting videos, taking pictures, building a relationship with the seller. And that's the thing. We just got to be stern on the numbers that come down the wire at the end of the day, right? And there's a way of doing this. Not going to get into everything, but once we're done with role play, thanks. I appreciate that, by the way, brother. Because role play, and you're going to get gruff people. And probably about 1 to 3% are going to be like that. The other 97%, they're going to tell, oh yeah, what do you need to know? Oh, how you doing, Victor? How many nice people have we talked to in this business, brother?
Oh, countless.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're not all a-holes, right?
No.
I shouldn't even call them a-holes, but, it is what it is. Because people wake up in a different mood every single day. I get it. We get it. You get it. You hear about it. But role play is in between there. You got your lead gen form, right? And then you got some of the art of the deal, right? With a little bit of sales 101, psychology, tie downs, right? Opening up the call, working the call, closing the call. Those are all things that you can figure out and try to read off a PDF, right? Hey, I got a PDF and I'm going to study it, right? And then others don't want to try to wing it. Oh, I'm going to try to wing this shit myself because that doesn't sound like me. I've done that. That's how I did it. Of course, I didn't close any deals when I tried to wing it like myself and do my own thing, do it with my own language and my own terminology. Until I actually figured out that, say, I'm going to try it. I got tired of getting turned down. And I said, okay, I'm going to say it exactly like this guy, right? Let me see. This is not it, but I'll make it a little example here, right? And I'll put, I don't know. I said, are you looking for a 1 deal or 100 plus deals? Give us a call, blah, 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 blah. Or I'd say it a different way. And I just said, and I got this. Remember, we were talking about that earlier, man. You ever Peter Conte? Throw him out there. It's from a book he wrote. And his daughter was going to school to be a psychologist. So it's all about the art of the deal, kind of, sort of, right? Where I'm adopting that. And psychology back behind it. Where you can say one thing to a person and they just don't get it. It doesn't happen. The same person or another person say the same thing, but it's worded differently. And they'll understand the whole thing that you're trying to communicate to them, right? It's just how you say those words and how they're delivered, right? Like an attorney of some sort. And I always like to call it, like magical words, but they're really not. But it feels like it. It's just sales, man.
Right.
It's kind of the story of two, right? You can make the phone call, and hopefully you get in the front door and do what you need to do. Or someone with experience who does it the way we're doing it, including yourself and others, right? Where you can go ahead and use the verbiage, move forward, and get into the front door, get to the house, and get an offer, and all that good stuff, right? You just got to listen to the seller. And there are certain ways of phrasing what you're trying to get across to the seller. Now, maybe you've experienced it. Anybody out there? Maybe you haven't. But anybody with sales experience understands how that works. And it's true. So I started saying the exact same thing to close and put my stuff down and put the paper down and the pen down. And then I just shut my damn mouth. And waited and made it weird, right? Total silence again. Total freaking silence is just zip that some bitch, right? Even it gets weird. Then pick up the pen, sign a dotted line, and a giant fucking grin inside of my mind and my mouth's going, fuck yeah, I got a deal. Awesome, right? Even at the price that I was asking. So I was going 60, 65 cents on the dollar. We're doing that now again, right? From 85 to 80 to 75 to 70. Now everybody's wanting 60, 65 cents on the dollar or less, right? Am I right?
Right.
Starting to see a trend. A trend's happening. All right, so let me go ahead and do this real quick. So with that trend, I appreciate you doing that. Role play. Role play is super important, right? Now all it does is shorten your time frame. right? Because you can read, you can study videos and YouTube University, read those PDFs, print it out, get in front of a mirror. I never did the mirror thing, just it's just not my thing, but it works for a lot of people. They'll get in front of a mirror and talk and do this, and see how they're making their facial movements, man. That's like to go with the freaking heart, right? I like to ad lib a lot, like a lot of this shit. What we do and I do is live and uncut, But I'm getting some feedback going, hey, you need a script, Okay, I get it. We'll do some scripts and shit, right? But the bottom line is that you got to go. If you know what you know and you feel good about it and you know you can help the client, the seller, and if you go to investors and you need them, you feel good about that deal that you're bringing to them, and you feel good about yourself and the organization you're working with or the team you're building like you're doing down there in NorCal, brother, or any other mentee or anybody in this business, wanting to scale and grow their business, they feel good about it. It's awesome when you feel good about something and you know where to go and you know what you need to do and know what you can deliver. And that makes it so much easier, right? Because then that confidence flows from you to them. And then feeling confident when they sign on the dotted line. And now the thing with us is a little bit different, right? Because we're creative real estate investors. So we're going with offer 1, offer 2, offer 3. Then if that doesn't work, we can go higher and we can blow out the wholesalers, right? That's what you guys are going to learn out there. You can blow out the wholesalers by not having to go, look, I can't go 75 cents on the dollar. I can't go 70. Or they don't sell at 60 or 65. We can go higher. Why? Because we're going to go with terms, but the numbers need to make sense. Hence, due diligence is important. Role play will help you get to the point where you need to figure out their best solution. And if you're listening and you listen, they're going to tell you, they're going to share with you how to do what? How to close them, how to tell them, how to offer a solution to them if you really listen. And then go move forward and say, okay, well, that's not going to work, but I know that you need some money to move and you want to go to Florida and you want to do this and you want to do that and you want to buy a car, you want to pay off the credit cards. Now we're able to go, okay, great. You don't need all the money right now. Let's go with some cash now and some cash later. How does that even work? Is it even legal? Oh, my bank's not going to allow you to take over my loan. What they don't know is what they don't know, just like a lot of mentees across, or just wholesalers or people across that are investors don't know. What you don't know is that you don't know, and if you do, it's a choice because you don't want to do it, or you decide that you don't want to do it, or you're just saying, no, it's not for me, right? People make a decision, investors do. But for us, it's, hey, we love the art of the deal. We love creative real estate investing. So you have more than what? One trick, not a one-trick pony. If we can't do it on wholesale, then we're going to go with some cash now, some cash later. And we'll give you some cash, whatever that may be. Maybe pay off some credit cards, pay off your car. Maybe you need some money to move. Here's a couple of bucks. Here's some cash to get you rocking and rolling while we're going to come in here and do what we need to do. Fix it, put it back on the market, flip it, buy, hold it, seller finance, subject to existing financing, subject to existing taxes. It could be any one of those things, right? An option. There's several ways with the creative real estate umbrella, right, where we can actually do that. And you've seen a lot of that stuff on the table come through. You've seen a lot of it come through your pipeline, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, what you don't know is that you don't know, but we'll recognize that stuff. We'll be able to look at it and go, okay, then we leave it up. Hey, is this something we want to move forward to? And if it's not some cash now, some cash later, then we go, I'll tell you what, let's figure out the cash that you actually need right now, which is based off of your equity. And we're going to write a check for your credit cards. We're going to get ready to pay off your car. We're going to do this, give you some money. You need some money for another pad, or you need some money for a down, and that's why you need it. But at the end of the day, here's what's left. We're looking at a real estate agent and broker listing opposed to what we'll do, right? Two different things. We're not too far off, 5, 10, 15, 20,000 bucks off of whatever an agent or broker is going to do. But they don't have the headaches. They don't have to get the house all prepared and cleaned up. And it doesn't have to be prepared and cleaned up every time someone comes in and out. Plus, you got people coming in and out of your house and all that good stuff, right? It's a pain in the butt for some people. Or they don't have the money. I don't have the money to fix that roof. I don't have the money to fix the floors. I don't have the money to clean up the pad. Or I can't, like one of the sellers, right? Oh, I can't do it because, I got kids all the time. They're always making a mess. There's all kinds of excuses, right? And some of them are valid and some are not. I definitely get it. So that's why, doing what we're doing in that fashion, in that manner of role play is super important. You want to get that information. So you can. That's what we're going to do on Thursday, or actually Wednesday, right? And then Thursday, we're actually going to get you prepared to do what? Talk with sellers, right? Search for deals. It's like, well, what's that thing? What is it called? What's that thing that people go and do? And you do this shit?
Go to
Driving for dollars?
Oh, driving for dollars. Oh.
Yeah, we're doing some charades and shit here, brother. So driving for dollars is like surfing for deals is like driving for dollars, but on your phone, right? Where's the damn phone at? You just do it on your phone. It's easy and it works. Only because it gets you into the business super quick. Then you start getting into the different verticals, right? We know what verticals are, marketing, right? And we get into text, get into some data, ringless voice message, right? Direct mail, direct sniper mail, build out your pages, website, all that good stuff, right? Those are all different verticals to keep your flow coming in because you need leads, you need deals, you got to talk to people and sellers, right?
Right.
If you don't, then you're out of business.
Right.
It's like having a restaurant not serving any food, right? Or maybe you got a bunch of food, but ain't nobody coming to your store because nobody knows it's there.
Right.
So, it's important. You got to market. You got to put it out there. You got to talk to people any way you possibly can. And surfing for deals is very simple. We give you some templates, or we're probably not on the 5 days to a deal challenge. We'll show you what they are, and then you can go create your own. If you jump on one of the mentoring programs, then hey, you're going to get those templates that we've designed and had for years, and tweak them over time, and it always works. Copy paste. Do about 10, 15, 20 of those, and you're going to get about 30-35% response rate, and it will blow up your phone, your email, text, and all that good stuff. Things change too. Depends on the area, the demographic, where you're located. A lot of people do, it is what it is. It works. There's software for it too. But then after that, we start getting into data, skip tracing, looking for what? Pre-foreclosures, vacant properties, inherited properties, tired landlords, right? Everybody goes straight to absentee owners. And that's probably because it's the fastest way to talk to who? Landlords, right? Sellers. They got property. They always want to sell if there's a good number to a degree. Give me a good number, right? At the end of the day.
Right.
But with landlords, you're looking for what? What are we looking for, Victor? In a landlord?
Tired landlords.
Awesome. Yep. So you got to go through a shitload of landlords to get to the tired landlord, right?
Yeah.
And usually what happens is they're there. That's your gold, man. They're like, yes, take this property. Take it out. Write me a check. And you still got to work it out, but they are. You got to remember, if you're brand new, you're going up against an investor, someone who's experienced, right?
Right.
So you're going to get your ass beat a little bit, right? So surfing for deals, yeah, they're sellers, but they're not what? Professional investors. They're sellers who do what? They're being cheap and don't want to pay an agent. They're being cheap and don't want to hire a professional, right? Oh, I sold 3 or 4 properties myself. I could do this. I'm going to put that $20,000, $30,000 in my pocket. But their house looks like shit, right? Or they didn't clean it up. Or, yeah, there's a roof, but they're not telling you there's roof issues. Or they may, who knows, right? There's a reason. I don't have money, or I'm in foreclosure, or it's my mom's house, my dad's house. All kinds of shit happens, right?
Right.
And that's for a for sale by owner, FSBO. So if you're an agent broker, that'll help you too. If you're a real estate investor getting started, awesome, surf for deals. It's easy and it's cheap. Don't try to do it on on those driving for, what's it called? Batch driven and all those. That works to a degree, but you get a lot of shit that isn't, you don't know. It's not updated. Even if it is updated with a Google picture and shit, right? It's not like they're motivated. You don't know if they're motivated. You just say, hey, it's an ugly house. It's a vacant pad. It looks like shit. The grass is tall. That'd be like driving for dollars, right? You drive for dollars, you look for the houses. You go, okay, take a picture. I'm going to try that one out. You can do that, but it's not like real time. Sometimes it is. I don't know how the app is actually updated, but and not to say good or bad about anybody's software. The bottom line is that driving for dollars, you'll get an exclusive buyer list just for yourself, which is gold, as long as nobody else is working that farm. If you do it on a piece of software, you never know what you're going to get, right? So you still got to double check it. So surf for deals. At least you know you're fishing where? In a pond, a lake, or an ocean, right? Where people want to sell. That's a no-brainer, right?
100%, yeah.
Exactly. And it works to get you going quickly. That's why we know if we do this on Thursday and you surf for deals and you go out and do 10 or 15 or more. Shit, I've had people do 10 or 15 in the morning, 10 or 15 midday, 10 or 15 at night, right? And figure out the numbers, right? 20, 40, 60, 35% response rate. their phone blows up, their email blows up, their text blows up with leads. But then you got to be prepared. That's where that role play comes in. Be prepared to do it. To take those calls. Also got to pick up the phone or text or follow through. Right? And then on Friday, once we learn how to search for deals and you figure that out, and then we're going to talk a little bit about, data and skip tracing, other verticals to help you with your marketing, right? And on day 5, let's see what the end result is. How many sellers you talked to, right? How many people responded back? Did you get a submission? Or did you get an appointment? Are you going to go view the property? Did you go view the property? Did you write an offer? Right? If we get any of that on Friday, awesome. If not, then there's going to be some of it going, yeah, I got an appointment on Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to view the property. That's a whole other process, right? Whole other process, and actually once you get that appointment, then you got to do what? You got to do the art of walking the house, got to get some pictures, get some videos, sit down and work a deal, right?
Yep.
Now, when we go to the property, we just don't go, right? We go with what? We go with offers, and we're prepared and everything else, right? And plus, we got more than just wholesale on the table, right?
Right. We go with our offers. We go prepared to make an offer and walk away with the contract. Almost pretty much like whatever it takes. I mean, we have different options available on the table. A couple different offers at times, and sometimes if we have to do terms or any type of stuff like that, or structuring and stuff like that, we're prepared and ready to make it happen.
Right. And there is a flow, right? We'll share it right now, but if you join the 5 days to a deal challenge, you'll see what the flow is. And even with that, man, that's probably well worth it to take into the field and utilize. You may have to figure out all the other components and mechanisms to make that happen. But I'm like a person who visually sees stuff in my freaking head, and sometimes I forget. You guys, nobody can see it, right? You can't see it. Nobody else can see it, but it's in my head, and I see a picture of, right, hey, we do this, then we do this, and we do this, and then we go from there to do this, and we do this. But they're all like connecting the dots, like a flow, a process, like a machine. If you work it, at the end of the day, a deal's going to come out one way or another. If you don't get the deal, hey, it's okay. Don't feel bad about it. You learned a lot. You're sharpening your skills to be the best or be the expert in your area. And then, as you know, right, as we always say, right, Victor? Erick knows this too, right? Your boy down in NorCal, right? Yeah. Magic is in the what?
Follow up.
Follow up. Money is in the what?
Follow up.
Follow up, brother. It's true. It's so weird, but it's how it works. It's part of the sales process. You're not going to wham, bam, slam it down on one deal or the first call, second call. Now, if you do a lot of volume, there's all kinds of little, things that can happen. Oh, shit, I just made my first call and I got a deal. Okay, it can happen. Or it may happen somewhere in the middle. Or it may happen right at the end or right when you're ready to give up. Oh, this is all bullshit. This ain't working for me. I'm going to give up, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, all you have to do is push the door open a little bit, right? The door's unlocked, man. Turn the knob, push it, and open it, or kick it. And it's not gonna be like, here you go. And sometimes, it might be open. It says, come in, welcome. Right, but those are all numbers. Let me see who that was at. Okay, so those are just all numbers, and it's sales, man. But I know you know the art of the deal, brother. You know what needs to happen. We're gonna jump into this 5 days. So on Friday there'll be we're looking at all the inventory. What's coming in? What can we work? Now, if we do this right, we'll look at that inventory. We'll look at the deals that are coming down the wire. We'll pick somebody and we'll work with them. But also, Victor's going to take the challenge. I'm going to take the challenge. And we're going to run through it. Not just for knowledge and content, right? We'll put it in there. But I know we'll come out with something at the end of the day. It's just a matter of time. Of course, if we could probably do like a one-day fucking challenge for Victor, right? And say, boom, run some data, boom, talk to some people, and then, we'll be on an appointment tomorrow. Right? I mean, it's as easy as that. But for some people, it's not. What do I start? Remember, you probably heard this too, right? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Do I go after buyers first? Or do I build a list? Or do I go after deals first? Now, I had some of those things being asked a lot. A lot of that stuff happens, right? So you tell me, just from experience, and whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter, right? I'll come in, I'll tell you my opinion, because they're all opinions at the end of the day, right? And opinions are based off of experience and what's happened. But what came first, the chicken or the egg? Victor, in your opinion, Should you go after buyers and build a buyers list first, or go after deals and build a buyers list as you rock and roll and move forward?
I think go after deals and build a buyers list as I move forward. Because to be honest, it's fairly to me, it's more easier to find buyers and talk to buyers and qualify buyers and get to know them than it is to you know get consistent deals. But at the same time, it's like you want to learn kind of like from beginning to end. Don't like. I know some people want to reverse engineer it and find buyers and then do all the other stuff and then plug in and find some deals. But if you find a good deal and you have a deal in the contract, they the buyers will come. If you market it the right way, if you're out there, showing it, talking to people and stuff like that, getting it out there, promoting it, a buyer will come. It's a lot more easier to me for you to have actually something for the buyers rather than, oh yeah, well, I'm just hitting you up. I want to know what you want and stuff like that. I don't have nothing at all in the pipeline right now, but I just want to know what you want. And
Right.
to me, in my mind,
Yeah.
it worked better for me because I did try both. Remember, even though I tried, oh, let me get all the buyers and see what all the buyers want, all these people want and stuff. I'm hitting them up. They're like, dude, you don't even have any deals. What does it even matter what we want? It's like, it's like, hey, man, bring some more deals. Or some people be like, hey, all right, well, this is what I want. Bring me these type of deals. By the time I'm out there looking for deals and I bring it back to them, their criteria could have changed. So then I shifted in doing it to where it's like, let me get the deals. And then based on the deals that I bring in are the type of buyers I'm going to bring in. So those type of deals will bring the buyers. It kind of like, it's like cheese. It kind of makes you smell it come out. You can smell it, and they're like, "Oh shit!" And it's like little do they know it's a not a trap, but it's a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, and any analogy works, right? The cheese. If you're hungry, you want food. If you're fishing and you want to eat, if you learn how to fish, you learn how to fish a certain way, and you rig your line, you'll eat forever, right? And same thing. Buyers have cash, but you got to put them into what? A criteria, right? You got to put them into a criteria buy box. Everybody calls it a buy box. I like to call it a criteria buy box. You got to have their criteria, right? And you got to know exactly what they want. Because a lot of times they'll tell you what, Vic, when they come out and say, just find me a deal. Just find me a good deal, Victor.
Yeah, and when you hear that from them, you're kind of like, what do you mean by good deal? They start throwing out, oh, well, the numbers just got to make sense, but make sense in what way? Sometimes they're very vague on what they want and everything. So sometimes it's better to have a property or a deal under contract and be like, look, this is the numbers I got. Does this type of ROI work for you? Does this type of return on investment or does this type of cap rate work for you? Whatever the case
There
may
you
be.
go. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep on rolling with that, brother. Because it happens, right? That's like an important part. And maybe you can drop some golden nuggets for people here instead of me doing it, because I know you know it. You talk to a lot of buyers. You got some solid peeps on your buyers list, right? And you know you had to build a buyers list, but usually you built your best buyers list, and you got your best buyers from having a deal, right, brother?
Yes, deal.
Exactly.
I mean, like I said earlier and stuff, when I started having deals and stuff, then they started coming out, especially when you start posting them and putting them up on social media platforms or, list websites and stuff like that, or even just reaching out to people that you may have came in contact with, over time and stuff that are in real estate. It's a lot more easier. And then it's like, hey, if that buyer might not want it or something, say they might know somebody and stuff, it's easier for them to know that you actually have something that can get sold, that they'd be willing to take over or whatever the case may be, rather than it being like, oh, well, I'm in the process of finding a deal. It's like, hey, I already have one. Let's go. Let's see what we can make happen with this one that we got right here. You there? I think you jumped off for a split second. Yeah, guys, I'm just saying, Your buyer's list is important, but it's important as it comes. You need to get a deal first. You need to get some leads and stuff.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Like as far as like criteria, I mean, we can do a little role play, which would be awesome too. And if the video goes too long, so what? Can always chop it up, monetize it, or if you see it, awesome, watch the whole thing through because you're gonna learn some seller stuff. But buyers is true, right? Because once we on Friday, if we get some deals lined up, right, then we're gonna go view the properties. We're gonna make offers either through Doc Hub, digital, or we'll actually go to the properties if they're wherever they're located. Don't matter, right? Because this world's a lot smaller. We got this beautiful stuff here with cameras, and we can communicate through all the world and whole United States. But as far as like buying criteria, man, like if I wanted some deals and I just said, hey, find me a good deal. Now you get that a lot, right? And that's
Yeah.
usually where most give up, right? Okay, yeah, okay. They get a little intimidated. Okay, well, what type of deals? Well, like I said, just find me a good deal. A fixer up or whatever's going, whatever you think is good. So, well, what is
Right.
that? What does that mean, right? What's good to you may not be good for them or someone else or any other investor, right?
Right.
Then what's a good thing to say to them, right? You say, okay, well, what's your return on investment? You looking for like, a dollar amount or is it a percentage?
Percent
I mean,
or yeah,
yeah.
percent or dollar amount.
What's that?
Yeah, usually it's percent or dollar amount to ask them. What's the return on investment that they want. By percentage or dollar amount, or what are they looking at? If it's something like has to do with a cap rate, on how cash flow is going to come in off of it and stuff as well. They need
Right.
to tell us what type of cap rate they're looking for, kind of their higher and lower end of what they want for their return on investment, their area, uh, their specific area that they want, and everybody can say, "Oh, just bring me a deal," but some
Right.
investors won't do 1-1s. A lot of people won't do 1-1s. Some people say there needs to be a 2-1 or above. Some people
Right.
don't even want to do less than 3-2s. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Others that
Right.
are like, "Oh, I bring me a deal," but you can go find a deal and be like, "Yeah, I want something in San Antonio." You go find a deal, and then you don't even talk to the guy knowing what he truly wants. You bring him a single family property, and he's like, "This is not what I asked for. I wanted multifamily." Well, how the heck did you know that? You didn't even ask them. You didn't
Right.
qualify them. You didn't get all the information from them the way you need to, and you got to extract that from them. What you guys
Right.
doing? What are you guys doing right now? What's your guys' strategy? You guys mode of operation? Are you guys just doing fix and flips? How many you guys gonna take down a year, a month? Are you guys going cash, hard money, a mix of both? Whatever the case may be, you have to find out all these things. You gotta know pretty much what exactly they're looking for, knowing kind of like the ends of their own operation, so you can come and bring the deals that they want to continue to keep that operation going.
Correct.
For ourselves.
Right. So awesome, man. I appreciate that because it's true, and you'll get that so much, right? And then there'll be some that are prepared, right? Hey, what's your email? Or shoot me an email. Did you get my email? And they'll give you
Yeah.
their criteria, right? They got their buy box already typed up, text up for you, or ready to go, or they'll just tell you because they want you to go find them deals. They don't want to spend a bunch of money, even though it's going to cost them money if you wholesale the deal or sell the paper to them, right? But they'd
Right.
rather do it that way. And they go, yeah, no problem. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I need to, minimum 50 grand, 100 grand, 150 grand. Our return investment needs to be anything over 10%, 15, 20%. The red flag action is, hey, I need to get, 25, 30% return investment here in California and New York, right? That's like fucking, what do you want, a unicorn? Shit at 50, 60 cents on the dollar, kind of like where people are, investors are reverting back to that right now, right? They're treading lightly right now, right? But if you find something like that, is it easy to sell? Sure. But then you're going to be thinking and rolling in your head, right? These numbers look pretty good. Shit, if I got a good deal like that, I might want to do it myself, right?
Right.
And you're going to want to have some of that creative real estate arsenal on your belt to say, okay, this is something I may be interested in doing. And then you got to have those resources, right? But it does come down to the numbers, right? And we know this, and it's been out there for a while. Last cycle it wasn't out there, and not too many people knew about it, but it's a simple thing. You make your money when you buy it, not when you sell it. You make your money, right, when you buy the property, because if you buy it right and you have to dump it, you'll still make money. If you don't dump it and you sell it to somebody, you make money. or you're going to go, shit, I'm going to do this son bitch myself because it's so juicy that I got somebody who'll write a check. And you're either going to have to partner up with them, or you're going to figure something out where you can borrow the money or do a first trust deed investor type thing, right? And we'll talk about those things as well with some bonus stuff. Maybe we'll jump on a Saturday, but those are important things, right? And you're figuring that stuff out over time. All right, 5th day, that's it. If something comes down the wire, we'll work it. If it's Saturday or Sunday, if you're willing to take the time, Victor, and either go to a property or get some live stuff and kind of run through it. And then we can, totally up to you, we'll continue to do these 5 days to a deal challenge, right? We can do them every week. And eventually we're obviously going to package one up, and we're going to push it out there and share it. But to be active is to take advantage of that. Take advantage of like being live now and going through it. We're probably obviously going to use a Zoom call. It won't be live out. It'll just be Zoom, and we'll be in the call. And anybody who joins, right, we'll spend time with you to help you get those deals. First day is going to be like Money Mindset Monday, right? Got to get your mind right. Think and Grow Rich, or Napoleon Hill. And then Tuesday, Due Diligence. Wednesday, Role Play. Thursday, let's go get that inventory, surf for deals, data, whatever needs to happen. Friday, end results, right? Let's see who's gonna finish, who's gonna go through the finish line, right? If you go through the finish line, you're gonna have a deal, or you're gonna have something, some inventory, or in your pipeline, guarantee it. If you just take the action to do it, you got to show up to the party, and you got to take action. I guarantee something will come down the wire on Friday. And if we can do something on Friday, we will. If not, then we'll work it Saturday and Sunday, and we'll work those if anything comes down the wire. And if you happen to join and be part of this, we'll work it with you exclusively. At the same token, we'll be recording some of this, and we're going to monetize and edit it. Just being forward about it, right? Because obviously, this is a business. We're in real estate. We also train a mentor, and this is what we're all about. This is our cause and mission throughout the United States of America. If you see this video, save it. I'm going to do a little, if you don't have anything to add, brother, a little PSA action, right? Public service announcement. So if you're looking for deals, reach out somewhere on this link, or reach out. You're going to get your handles and all that good stuff in a little bit, Victor. So you can reach out to Victor and stuff, right? Because obviously he's in Northern California looking and hunting for deals, as well as serving up deals to other buyers. So if you're looking for one deal or 100 plus deals, give us a call. I'm going to put the national 800 number, which is 888-828-1468. Or what's your number?
925-255-5493.
That's Northern California, or Southern California, 424-433-5298. Put in a buy order with a soft commitment, okay? There's no obligation whatsoever. Soft commitment just basically means that. Means you proof of funds, right? Your company information. We'll get an NC&D, non-disclosed, non-circumvent in place. And that's part of that process. If we have inventory, those things, have one or the other. Or we'll get on the phone like we're doing here and make sure everybody's real. Make sure there's no copy and pasters, no daisy chainers, nobody running blind ads and things of that nature. You got some experience under your belt. You're an actual buyer. Then we'll do a soft commitment. And once we got that on file, we'll make you part of our exclusive VIP buyers list in Northern California, Southern California, throughout the U.S. Doesn't matter where you're at. Deals come down the wire from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast and everything in between. Whether, like I said, whether it's one property or 100 properties, multifamily, hotels, franchise, defranchise properties, we get those too, which are great for affordable housing. Or if you're looking for the Airbnb stuff, just let us know what that buy box is, the criteria buy box, right? And if it makes sense, we'll work it. We'll spend the dollars to make that happen and bring that to the table, as long as it's mutual. But a soft commitment is just that. It's not like a syndication or a fund. Just a soft commitment to prove up that you can proof up. And then also, if you want to become what's called a first trust deed investor, I believe that's here as well. So become a first trust deed investor with us. Buyers, obviously. See, I know we got social media and all that good stuff, right? If you want, but that's for people who are. If you see this, you're probably just getting started, right? You're an agent or a broker looking for a way to dominate your area. Going, what is this? 5 days to a deal challenge. I need a deal. I want a deal. How's this all work? How do I get involved, right? So this is almost like it's not charity, but it's almost like, hey, we want to push it forward, right? Because you're spending time here. You don't got to spend time. You can be with your family, right?
Right.
So can I. And which I'm going to do after I'm done here, right?
Right.
But I got to show you this, man. And no, this is not from the swap meet, brother. All right, remember one of these? And I don't know if you smoke these, right? I'm not a big smoker. But for some reason, I don't know why, these have been coming to the table here. For whatever reason, I can't even get it out of the damn bag, right? I think it still should be good. This is off topic and off subject, right? Nice juicy one of these.
Oh.
Right? They smell like shit every time I smoke one, right? And then the family's like, oh my God, go take a shower. Go burn those clothes. It smells like shit. Right? But you got to have your little vices, whether it's a little bit of wine, if you drink. I'm not a smoker, but I'd rather smoke that than a bunch of cigarettes, right? And I know you have your. We all got our vices, right? At the end of the day, but got to have off topic too, right? I like doing my what's it called? I'm sure you have yours, man. You got a sweet tooth, don't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I like my sweets, man. You can tell, right? But I also like my beef jerky and pistachios, man, and a nice juicy movie.
Yeah, I love movies, man.
Yeah, I know you guys do. You got the big old thing, Jumbotron going on and shit, right? Camping out and all that good stuff, man. That's awesome, man. So those are things, that are important to you, to me. And I know if you're watching this, important to you, right? It's not just building a legacy, but it's more like freedom, quality of life, and having a passion. Now, obviously, if you don't have a passion for real estate, it doesn't matter. It's not going to work for you. And I'll truly say that because you got to have a passion, not just a why, but there needs to be a passion in understanding why you want to do it, why you like it. If you don't like your job, you go to it so you can pay bills. Then you're miserable. If you don't like your career, the same thing. If you don't like doing real estate, the same shit's going to happen. So there's got to be some type of mechanism. And I always say, can you have a real estate business if you suck at sales? The answer to that is yes. Can you have a real estate business if you're maybe like an IT or a back office type person, right? You're going, well, I'm not good at sales. I'm never going to get a deal. Well, that's bullshit too, right? Simply because you just use your skill sets to drive what's best for you, do the passions that work for you, the stuff that you like doing. Now, there are sometimes you got to do stuff that you don't like, right? Because you at least in the beginning, like a franchise or a franchise owner, you got to at least know how to do it. Because if there's no employees there to do it, and they call out sick, who has to come in? The owners, right? Or somebody, or they're going to call from different stores and borrow people. And then you got to deal with all the riffraff and aftermath. But you at least got to know how to do it. And if you know how to do it, then awesome. Then you can outsource it. Okay, let's say I'm a back office guy. I'm awesome at back office and this and that, but I'm not very good at closing and sales. Well, then you have to go through what? Go through a long process to try to find the right person that's going to sell for you. Be your acquisition manager, right? Be the person who's going to take the calls, go get those contracts, and you make sure you got so you can still have a business, right? And then you can plug in all those other elements to help you grow and expand your business, unless it's part-time. Now, the true is opposite, right? If you're a salesperson, but you know what? I hate fucking, excuse my French, I hate fucking with data. I don't want to learn CRM. Just give me some damn deals. Give me some sellers to talk to, and I'll make some shit happen, right? But that doesn't happen. You have to have your business. You have to have it set up. So you find somebody, but they better, or you learn it. You're either going to bite the bullet, man, and you got to learn it and going, shit, all right, I'm going to learn this shit. And you're going to learn how to do all these mechanisms or find a partner associate. Now, I used to laugh at it, and I probably still do sometimes, right? It has to be the right person. It has to be the right people. Because there are people who partner up and they're both brand new, which is stupid. You're both brand new, and we're going to learn together. Okay, well, you should have at least a mentor or coach or somebody working with you or someone that can help you when you're going down that hallway and there's nothing down there, there's no money, and you're going to spin your wheels and spin your wheels, right? And money's over here. Super important, right? You piggyback on other people's experience if you want to move fast and you want to move quick. So what you don't know is what you don't know, but if we know it, Victor knows it, we know it, all of us on this side can help our goals to make money together, build a relationship for the long term, a lasting relationship so we can flow into the next cycle. And then maybe the next cycle, if God's willing, a couple cycles for us. If you're young like you got several more to go through, right? And then hopefully you get your family involved, your daughters, your sons, your grandma, your grandma. Well, I don't know if they live that long, right? And you rock and roll, man. You move forward. But there's got to be something that you like, or you're not going to show up to the party every day, right? Am I right?
Right.
It's true. But if you can frame it in a certain way, whatever gets your goat, whether it's the love for people, the love of money is fine. But like I always say, money's a slave. You can love people and other things that happen, you just gotta figure out what works for you, what you like best. But you do gotta learn it all. Because if you're going to teach someone else or hire somebody, it's common. It's kind of like a no-brainer, right? You want to be able to do what? To know if you're getting value from the person that you're hiring, right?
Right.
I've had a lot of times where you hire people and then it don't work out, but then you didn't hire them correctly. You didn't qualify them correctly, and they didn't turn out. It's not your fault. I mean, it's not their fault. It's just maybe their skill set wasn't right for what you wanted, right? So it's super important for you to know what exactly you want if you're out there, and you too, Victor, right? To know exactly what you want, how you want your business to be perceived, right? How you want your business to roll, because that's what I did when I got started. I spent a lot of time, I'm not going to lie, about maybe 14 months or so before I actually launched my business, from creating it, studying, making sure it was real. How do I want my business to be perceived? What contracts do I want to use? What scripts do I want to use? How do I want my websites to be? How do I want my business to be delivered to the end client, the seller, buyers, money, brand, right? That's my thing. My thing is, hey, I love negotiating. I love sales. I love people. So I'm a people person. Been doing that, right? 20 years and then 15, 20 years before, about maybe 12 to 15 years, right? In the corporate side stuff, right? Plus when I was younger, I did stuff where I was involved with a lot of people to build that character, right? So that's not for everybody. Been asked before, hey, can I be a salesperson? Are you born to be a salesperson? No, you're not born to be a salesperson, right? You're born to be who you are, right? Rock at what you're good at. And then if you want to be evolve, you can. You just got to study. You got to put in the time and move forward, right? And you got to have something that's going to be a mechanism that's going to keep you rocking and rolling. You've got to frame it and lie to yourself, and then you'll eventually start believing it, right? And some people just can't do that. I get it. To find someone else who's better at that, but at least know how it works, right? Doesn't mean we drive a car and we got to know how a damn engine works, right? But we got to know how to put damn gas in it. We got to know where the oil's at. We got to know what a damn engine looks like. We don't have to know how it works, right? Take that shit to a mechanic, a specialty person. Now, it costs money to find those specialty people. Or if you try to get them cheaper, then, hey, you get what you pay for, right? But it's doable. You can make it happen. All right, so I guess there was a guy, someone out here, I didn't see this. It said something about name, James or something. Maybe he dropped off. Okay, I dropped off. There was a James on here. I'm not sure who that was, but I don't know how they got the link, but they did. I'm just going to go through some of these. There is a SoCal meetup and a NorCal meetup. That's SoCal. I believe we got NorCal in here as well. Where's it at? I can reach out to your number. What's your telephone number again?
925-255-5493.
And give us your handle, Instagram, Facebook, and all that juicy stuff, brother.
Yes, you can find me on Facebook at Victorious Angel Lopez. On Instagram, it's Victorious Real Solutions, or you can find me at Victorious REI on Instagram.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Awesome. And I know that you're looking for some good peeps down there as well.
Yes.
Inventory, property, deals. I know you're hunting some multifamily as well. So if you got some multifamily, reach out. If you're looking to, do some friendship deals, I call them friendship deals. You got some money, but you don't want to pick up a hammer and you don't want to fix and flip. You have us do all that good stuff for you. And you just write a check, get a check back based on the real estate being secured by a piece of real estate. Whatever deals that are coming down the wire, because deals are coming down the wire in Northern California, as well as any other states that Victor wants to pull up, as well as us in Southern California, because we train and mentor people throughout the United States. So there's deals that are always coming down the wire in different states. Put in a buy order, or if you want to reach out, reach out to Victor or reach out to Amp Live. Go to amplive.net or go to Facebook or Instagram or one of our social media platforms or one of their social media platforms where we are on, right? Like this is being streamed live on Twitter, YouTube. I'm not sure about Facebook because we had some stuff go on, but I believe it's LinkedIn, and then we're gonna start plugging into other ones, right? So we'll plug in, or rather, I just think it's better to plug into a bunch of them, get it out there. It's a cause and mission for everybody. At the end of the day, we're wanting to expand and grow, but at the same token, help others in this business. Okay, so without further ado, 5 days to a deal challenge. If you want to give us a rundown, or you want me to go ahead and give a rundown of what's going to transpire with the 5 days to a deal challenge, and every day, and what's going to transpire. We're not going to get deep into it, but it's very simple.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the 5-day challenge, everybody, and stuff like that. Like Erick said, the first day is mindset. Second day is like due diligence and learning how to break down the ARV repairs and the comps and stuff like that. Third day is, some role play and stuff like that. Get comfortable with talking to people and sellers and stuff like that. Fourth day is, pulling some data maybe, or doing some surfing for deals.
Right.
Actually getting a hold of some sellers and stuff like that, and talking to some. And then on the 5th day, we'll see how everything has went for you, and if you've made progress, if you've overcame that fear, and if you guys are wanting to try the 5-day challenge, like Erick said, reach out to him down in SoCal or reach out to me in Northern California on Facebook, Instagram, or you can contact me directly, and it's at 925-255-5493.
Awesome.
We're also looking for some salespeople to fill some sales positions and stuff as well. So yeah, feel free to reach out to us, and let's see how we can, get a game plan going and see if we can get you a deal. Let's but it's all action based. This is the thing. We're not gonna do it for you guys. We're not. You guys have to do it. So if you guys sit there and you whine and cry and don't think you can do it, then it's not gonna happen. But if you sit there and take action and listen to what we're telling you and say, "Come on, let's keep going," forget it. Hey, if they hung up, call the next one. Call the next one. Keep going. Keep doing it. You're gonna get what you want. You're gonna get your deal. You're gonna be thankful. You're gonna be grateful, and you're gonna be able to feel confident enough to, keep moving forward and doing it again and again. Sometimes just that first time that it makes it really hard. And if you have guidance to help you, the right type of guidance and stuff, it makes it a lot more easier. So then you won't sit there and make those mistakes as if nobody was there for you or with you. Because when you make those mistakes, I guarantee you make those mistakes on your own by yourself for the first time, you're going to be spinning your wheels and feeling down for a while. And then you're going to want to get back up and try it again. Eliminate all that and let us, show you how to do the 5-day challenge, 5-day challenge to a deal.
Exactly. And you'll get results if you just show up and you do it. And I guarantee it. Right? I guarantee you're going to get some results if you just do day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And day 5, there's going to be something in your pipeline. You're going to learn a lot. It's going to shave off probably 6 months to a year at the end of the day of spinning your wheels. Now, as far as like breaking down deals and stuff, because we're only going to give a limited, we're not going to be on here for hours and hours and hours, right? We're going to come on here Monday mindset, Tuesday do our thing, break down deals, and Victor will be here as well to help out with this stuff. And on Wednesday, role play, Thursday, like you mentioned, so I appreciate it, outlining that. Then we continue to grow or continue to move forward so you can get those deals and take it into the field. You can take this into the field and you may get stuck, right? But that's what will be opened up here, right? In regards to reaching out through social media, reaching out and talking and chatting. Because once you register down below, as long as you're registered, you'll qualify for the 5 days to a deal challenge, right? We'll have your information. You'll have our information. If you actually show up on the 5 days to a deal challenge, right, then you already got Victor's information, right? You're going to have our information. There'll be some social media information, right? We're going to go back and forth. If we're in Zoom, we're going to be recording and doing this stuff. We'll either get you access to have go back and forth via text, right, in a group text, and we'll be able to go through deals and analyze deals, and you can send them down the wire and vice versa. The goal is to make this interactive without having to go to a seminar or a webinar or something, right, and spend, $1,500 to go be sold to a $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 program, right? We'll really get in here. We'll get in here. Yeah. It's how does it benefit us? Because like, why would you do this for free? Why would anybody do this for free? Oh, it's just going to be a sales fest. You're going to sell us stuff. Well, one, yeah, we're here to sell you some mentoring and coaching, straight up. We're also looking for good people to work with us. And if we could push it forward, almost like a loss leader, saying, great, it's not going to be a loss because we're going to monetize it. We're going to chop it up. We're going to reuse it, right? And we're going to, it's going to help us build our business. At the same token, you get what? Free knowledge by just showing up to the damn party, right? So show up to the party. We're going to share some nuggets with you. And it'll either be housed in a private section. The lives are the lives, like right now, right? It's live. You're going to see this stuff. It's an hour and something, right? At the end of the day, save it, download it, put it on your phone somewhere, and then reach out. But down below, click those links. It's either the 5 days to a deal challenge. That's not asking for a bunch of, I don't think we're even asking for a telephone number, email, and your first name. Now, if you click the survey, if you're going to really go on, I like what these guys are doing. I like what AHA is all about, Amp Live is all about, the art of the deal, creative real estate investing, all that good stuff. Then scroll down a little bit lower, and it's going to be probably on there somewhere, right? Or it's going to say the Amp Live survey. Now, it's a longer link, right? That link is basically, and I don't even know if we have it here, but I'll pull it up maybe. Let's see what we got. That's probably not on here. Now, where's it at? It's all right. But there'll be a link, the Amp Live survey. So if you go to the Amp Live survey, and it's just going to tell us more information about you. We'll get a copy. We'll set up a time. It'll be about 30, 40 minutes or as long as it takes. We'll chat with you, see what pains you got going on, what stuff you're doing, what's the good, the bad, the ugly, and see if we're a good fit. If we're a good fit, awesome. If not, that's okay too. You're going to get some valuable information that you can take to the bank, go into the field and go do it, and also made a friend. Hopefully we made a friend with you and vice versa, okay? So I'm going to wrap this up, man. You got anything to close before I go ahead and wrap this?
No, just, everybody, we look forward to hearing from you for the 5-day challenge. And just, take action. Contact us. You guys have my information, my phone number, my Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, I look forward to hearing from some of you.
Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for taking the time. This will be all locked down in there, and then, we're going to download it. I'll send it over to you, monetize it and all that good stuff, brother. But without further ado, rock and roll and all that you do, as I always say, in God we trust, united we stand. I'm Eric, your host. Awesome, Mr. Victorious here as our co-host. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming aboard and taking the time and sharing at the end of the day. Like I said, we'll keep on. There's more of these, like Friday highlights, Monday Money Mindset Mondays, things of that nature. But click the links down below. 5 days to a deal challenge. AHA, Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track. And Amp Live, the American Mentee Program, the only program of its kind where we train and mentor you 7 days a week if needed, right? And a little shout out to Amp Live Media, which is sponsoring all this good stuff and moving us forward into the future. It's Amp Live Media, marketing and media company. I'm going to do a shout out to VIP execs, okay? VIP execs, if you're thinking about getting involved in real estate, agent, all that good stuff, VIPexecs.com. Go to VIPexecs.com. Go take a look at that. Sign up for some free properties and information. You want to get your license, you have a license, you want a home, give us a holler. The same token, same thing here with us. AHA, Americans Helping Americans. Reach out. Go to amplive.net or americanshelpingamericans.net. Reach out to Vic. You got his stuff. You got his handles. Definitely looking for good people. Don't be shy. Give him a call. Reach out to him. Instagram, Twitter, whatever means works for you. Because I know there's a trend, and that trend is, hey, people are not going to Google to look for info. They're going to Instagram for info. They're going to TikTok for info. They're going to all these different social media platforms to find education or to even ask a damn question, right? It's kind of weird. Almost using it like a search engine. It's kind of weird. But it is what it is. It's the future. So the goal is always to adapt, right? Adapt, adjust, or perish, as I always say. Rock and roll in all that you do. Victor, Victorious, Mr. Victorious, thank you for showing up, brother. That's what it's all about, man. We're going to get rocking and rolling because we got an awesome, juicy week coming up, right, in the rest of the month. I guess without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. I'm going to sign out, and we'll just go from there, right? So look forward to seeing anybody or just show up to the party. 5 days to a deal challenge. Victor, we'll see you there, brother. Good to go?
Yeah, good to go. I'm excited. See you guys there. Reach out to me. Look forward to hearing from you guys.
All right, man.
All right, thanks.
You got it, brother. Take it easy.
All right.
All right. Going to go ahead and wrap this up. Victor, appreciate it, man. I know he probably wants to get home to his family and eat and chow, but he's in the office working late. And I appreciate him going through all the technical challenges that we had earlier. But save the video. Watch it. Click the links down below. 5 days to a deal challenge, 30-day challenge, 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring, and our one-on-one mentoring program. The only program of its kind, like I mentioned, where we train and mentor you 7 days a week. There's other products and things that we use. I don't even like calling them products, right? But the bottom line is if you're spinning your wheels, you're having a hard time, reach out, okay? Reach out to amplive.net, americanshelpingamericans.net, or click the link down below. Get in there. We hate spam, so we'll never spam you, okay? But if you want to chat, you want to get some information, definitely reach out and talk to us, okay? We'll have some meetups coming up in Northern California as well as Southern California down in the OC, Diamond Bar, and Chino Hills. So look out for that as well. We're going to meet and integrate and learn live at these meetups. I know a lot of people are doing the stuff online, but people want to interact, right? There's nothing like meeting people and networking. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and call it a day. Let's see what we got here. We'll turn this off and wrap it. Okay, so like I mentioned before, have an awesome week. Rock and roll in all that you do. We'll talk to you soon. Go to YouTube, watch the videos, study them, reach out if you're interested and you're wanting to get involved in real estate anywhere in the United States, right? We train live, we do one-on-one. We also, have other, do the traditional stuff. If you're a broker and you're looking to have your agents dominate an area, reach out to me, reach out to someone in our office in Southern California through Facebook or through the website and just, get in touch with us. Be more than happy to train your agents or work with your agents so they can dominate their area and your brokerage in that area. I guarantee you it'll blow the other agents away by the stuff that we'll share with them. And it's not to take away the listing or take away being a real estate agent and broker and all that good stuff. It's just adding some ammunition and some, I like to call it, superpowers to your agents. Reach out to us. I'm Eric. I'm your host for AHA, Americans Helping Americans, the Amp Live Real Estate Show, Amp Live, the American Mentee Program, VIP Execs. Go to elizjimenez.com if you're interested in the Southern California area and you need someone to help your property get sold. Reach out, okay? But we buy properties throughout the United States of America, including Southern California, Northern California, from the East Coast to the West Coast. Give us a holler. We'd love to speak with you. Rock and roll and all that you do. Bye-bye.